YouTube is on.
Hello, I am Tara from livingonadime.com.
And I'm not.
You're not.
Facebook is on.
All right. I added some links for you, so right there. Okay. I'm the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook, which is on sale right now, 25% off with a free
Dun dun.
Menus on a Dime. So if you're wondering what Menus on a Dime is, we made up menus. Right here, I'll show you. Made up menus right there that use the recipes from Dining on a Dime cookbook so that you don't even have to think about menus. Super easy, simple menus your family will love. 25% off for Mother's Day. What code? Is there a code for this one?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is the code.
All one word.
livingonadime.com. Go to the store at the top. And then, one other thing, guys. I made goat's milk, oatmeal, and honey soap. This is very biblical, isn't it? I didn't think about that. Very biblical soap. So it's my biblical soap today. But I got...
Just put some olives in there. Oh, it has olive oil.
It has olive oil. It's really biblical. I made up some oatmeal and honey, goat milk, soap. I have scented and unscented in this both. 40% off. I'm closing up my soap store for the summer. 40% off. That includes all my new soaps. I just want to get them made up for my oils. So go to homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com for that. Okay?
Oh, so I'm going to share that link as well.
Okay, today we're making in Dining on a Dime cookbook, page 91, raised donuts. Now these are glazed donuts like you get at the store. But on our website, I added a cake donut. So glazed, fluffy donuts are raised. They use yeast. Cake donuts don't raise. They use baking powder instead, and you don't have to raise them. That spice donut that's on the website link is... going to be in our new book, the sequel to Dining on a Dime, coming out hopefully around Thanksgiving if we can get it done in time, okay?
I'm sharing that link right now to the post that she's talking about with the recipe.
Yes. Okay, so for this recipe, are you ready, Dave? You need the yeast, and I cannot find my yeast. Oh, there's my yeast over there.
All
That's
right.
why I can't find it.
Music Mad says, hi guys, there's a toss-up between making soap and watching you, and you win hands down.
Ah, thanks.
Thank you. And good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. All right. Now, you're going to want to put your yeast in your bowl, and then you're going to want to put your lukewarm water. Now, what I do is I take it out of the faucet. Let me make sure it's hot enough. We're almost there. Let's see. Okay.
It's snowing here like crazy, guys.
Now, if you guys want to use a digital thermometer, well, hold on, that's not quite warm enough. I didn't think it was. Okay, so you can get this digital thermometer at homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. It's my soap making thermometer, but I use it for cooking all the time. You want your water to be about 110. So you want your water, well, man, actually, that's still not quite hot enough. Hold on.
Does your coupon code work for the thermometer?
Yes. It works for the thermometer too. Let me just nuke it for 10 seconds here and get it just a bit warmer.
Here, I'll
Because
share.
really you want it about 110 to 115 is where you want your water. And there we go. Okay, so there we go. Got my digital thermometer. I am right at 125. So now it's just a tad too hot. It needs to be 110 to 120. How I can tell is when you put your finger in it If it's too hot to hold your finger in there, it's too hot for your yeast. And mine at the bottom is just a bit too hot to hold my finger in. So when I check my thermometer, I'm at 123. So I can put my finger in, but I really can't keep it in there. So it's just a tad too hot. 121, we're almost there. Just cooling it off by getting it. There we go. Okay, so now I can put my finger in it. It's warm, but I don't want to take it out because it's too hot. That's 120 degrees, okay? So put your finger in. If you can't keep it in, it's too hot. If you can keep it in and it's really warm, like a luscious bath or hot tub, that's perfect, okay? So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna add your water to your yeast.
You want it to be hot.
Carla asked how much yeast. I'll share the recipe for you, Carla.
Mike will put the recipe in there for you guys. Our recipes are always on our website, livingonadime.com. Okay, come to me for just a minute, Dave.
Right now they're on the front. That one's on the front page at the top.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just shared it. Also, a direct link to it in the comments.
So now what we're doing is we're letting our yeast proof. And proofing is where you let it bubble up, and then when it gets all bubbly, you know your yeast is working. Now, you don't have to proof your yeast if you know you have brand new yeast, you know it's fresh. You don't necessarily have to proof it. But it helps so that you know your yeast is working. You don't have any questions about it. If you don't see bubbles happening, you either got your water too hot and killed your yeast. You either got your water too cold and your yeast didn't activate, or your yeast is old and won't activate, okay? Now, I know that sounds a little complicated, but this is the basics of baking, okay? So this is one of the basic things on baking. So,
Bonnie gave us a $10 super chat. Thank you, Bonnie.
Thanks.
Yay.
That's so nice.
Baker Mom wants to know, why does the milk need to be scalded first?
Actually, I'm glad you asked because I was just going to get into that. So, while we're waiting for our yeast to proof, let me talk about the scalded milk. Now, I have already pre-scalded and cooled my milk. Now, you can do this without scalding your milk, but scalding your milk makes a lighter, fluffier donut. Breads, you'll see sometimes yeast breads, like homemade breads, they'll call for scalded milk. It's because, and I don't know what the chemical reaction is there, I guess I should have learned that, but there's some reaction that when you scald the milk, if there's a chemist out there, tell me what it is.
I haven't learned it yet, so sorry about that.
You haven't learned about that yet in chemistry, Dave?
In his college chemistry class.
In his college chemistry class. Good
We're
job.
learning about moles and stuff like that.
15 and you're already taking a college chemistry class, and he's doing pretty good.
It's basically
Well, he's still in the
chemistry
class.
Yeah, he's about halfway through the work on it, though, and I was thinking, holy moly, what's it going to be like at the end?
It's gonna be rough.
So that is why you want to scald your milk, is because it makes a lighter, fluffier dough. Now, how do you scald milk? What you want to do is you want to put it in a pan, and I do this on the stovetop. I don't know if it matters if you do it in the microwave. I've never tried it. I don't know. If somebody knows, let us know. But you put it in your pan, you bring it to a boil, and then you immediately take it off the burner and let it cool, okay? So you want to do this process first. You want to scald your milk first. Now, what I do to quicken it up, so I just don't have to wait, is you better watch it, boy.
Hey, I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing my hand motion.
You want to, I put it in ice water and let it cool down. So like I just set this whole thing, poured my milk into the measuring cup, put it in ice water and let it cool down.
Apparently you could just set it outside too.
Well, yeah, in Colorado it's snowing right now. I could have just set it outside. That is true. So Anyway, that is what you want to do. Okay, so come down here, Dave. Let's get going here. All right, so see how there's little bubbles forming for my yeast? And can you see these little...
It's difficult to see.
It's kind of hard to see, but there's pockets of...
She has to hold it.
It'll mess it up, actually.
Okay.
There's little pockets, and you can actually see the different discoloration. That's the yeast growing right there, and you can actually see it physically growing. It gets poofier and poofier, okay? So I'm pouring in my scalded milk.
For those who are asking, this recipe is on page 91 in the 20th anniversary and page 60 in the classic edition.
Okay, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Okay, I was going to make a half batch because we're going to have like donuts coming out the wazoo, but oh well. Okay, we're making a full batch now. So I've got my scalded milk, my sugar, and I have a half a cup of flour, okay? And going to stir that around just to get it started. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it, okay? Just until it's smooth. Okay. So that doesn't take very long. We've got it mixed. It's all smooth. So we're going to let this sit now for a half an hour, okay? So through the magic of Facebook Live and YouTube, this is what it's going to look like after a half an hour, okay? So let me show you the difference here. So there it is before, okay? And here's what it looks like after it's sat for a half an hour, okay? All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our eggs. I know, it's better not to do your eggs over. I get it, but I'm lazy and don't wanna do more dishes, so. Okay.
And one little shell fragment won't kill you.
Aw, Dave, one shell fragment won't kill you, Dad.
So your mom, oh, hey Paloma, it's on page 91 or page 60 in the classic. Your mom said she rarely scalds anything, the milk for anything anymore. So,
Well, I know.
so you don't. So
but
it's not a catastrophe if you don't, probably.
it's not a catastrophe, but it does make a lighter, fluffier bread. So
Do you just overheat the milk?
yeah, you just heat it up is what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now once again, just to show everybody how to measure your shortening is I have a 2-cup measuring cup with 1.5 cups of water, and I'm going to put in shortening until it goes up to 2 cups here. That is how you
Just a
measure
little bit
shortening,
more.
okay? Then you pour off your water.
Sue says extras go to the neighbors.
Yeah, our neighbors don't know it yet, but they're going to be having a lot of donuts. Okay, so then you just pour out your water and put your shortening in. Then we've got the rest of our sugar, except I only did a half, so let me get the other half. And lemon rind. Now, just take a lemon and wash it really well. And then you're just going to take a grater and just grate your lemon. Now, lemon rind is optional, but since the recipe calls for it, I'm going to go ahead and put it in for these.
Wait, what? You're putting the outer shell of it in?
Yep. So you just keep going. Get all of it going. It takes about 2 lemons to get the full teaspoon.
Never seen him do this before.
Yep. Okay, so there's 1.
So Linda said I paid off a credit card last month, and I'm so proud of myself.
Yay!
Yay.
Good job, Linda.
Awesome.
You
Yay.
just use the lemon on some other recipe from Dining on a Dime.
Yep. Then very good, Jay.
Like I smoothly plugged that.
You
Shameless
smoothly
plug.
plugged that in, folks. See, you're getting marketing down. I'm telling you guys, we have determined that I don't care what your kids are going to do in life, they need to go to school and get business and marketing, no matter what they're doing.
And neither is really that bad, to be honest. Just saying.
All right.
Sue
I've already
says
had both.
Sue says somewhere I read not to use a metal bowl with yeast as it would stifle it. I don't know if that's true.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe aluminum, but stainless steel is fine.
Whoa, Down East
Okay.
Wave said we have 11 inches of fresh snow. Wow.
Where
Mom-
are they at?
Down East Waves. She didn't say where, but I.
Okay.
Wow.
So then you're going to put in your nutmeg and your salt.
Have you ever heard of the Ghost and Mrs. Muir?
Yes.
Down East Wave said, Mom used to make donuts Friday evening for us as kids to enjoy while watching The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. Great memories.
Oh, that's nice. Dave, can you go get me my other flour, please?
Is
out
it
of the
a
cabinet?
movie like in
Wait,
the
what? Over there?
in the era that we usually watch?
Yeah. It's with doughnuts. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So now, what I do is, because I have a handheld mixer and I'm not using my stand mixer, I only start with 1 cup of flour and I get it mixing with 1 cup of flour, okay? So let's get going on this. Okay, and then I go in and I add the rest of my flour. Now, my mixer, it will crawl up. It crawls up the mixer because I'm not using my stand mixer. So it's a little bit more difficult. See, that's 2. I use about 4.5 cups of flour for a full batch, and you can half this really easy. Just use the same amount of yeast. Oh, great. I can't remember how many I put in there. Oh, well, we'll start mixing it and see how sticky it is. Woo! Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Because I was planning on making a half batch, I didn't use my big bowl, and now really this is too much for this bowl. So we'll just go and do what we can here.
Wow, it really crawled.
Yeah. Okay, so what you want to do, and let me just explain since I'm not going to be able to do it in this bowl, is you want to take and mix this for 4 to 5 minutes, okay? So let's pretend like we just mixed for 4 to 5 minutes. And then we're going to knead it, okay? I just knead in the bowl. And a little trick, guys, for kneading in the bowl is take one of these non-slip things and stick underneath, and then your bowl won't jump all over the counter.
Tammy in Springfield, Colorado says, true Tara fashion, stuff flying everywhere.
Did you get your soap?
So for those of you who don't know, that's Tara's cousin.
Yes. She loves me. Somebody loves me, huh?
Yep. Christine, I think the answer is no, but I'm going to ask you. She asks, can you substitute butter for the Crisco?
No.
Because
So-
donuts are fluffy.
Yes. So the reason why you use the Crisco is it makes the donuts fluffy. Okay? All right. Now, I'm not going to do this whole kneading thing, but you want it to be fairly smooth, a lot smoother than this, but Just knead it a couple of times more until it's smooth, okay? So then, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to let that raise for 1 hour, okay? All right, so for those of you who are wondering, Dining on a Dime cookbook, page 91, okay? We're making homemade donuts, and it is on sale, 25% off for Mother's Day right now.
Link in the description, or...
Link is in the description, okay? All right.
And if you don't find it in the description, you can go to livingonadime.com and click store.
You can.
At the top of the page, it tells what the coupon code is. Mother's Day.
There you go.
All one word.
Okay, so then, through the magic of YouTube and Facebook,
Woo-hoo!
after it has risen, this is what it's going to look like.
Oh, you must have done a lot of prep for this.
I did. Doing yeast breads for a show is kind of a process because you have to have all the different steps. This isn't really a hard recipe.
It's just time.
You just have to wait in between each step. So there's a reason why when you read in old books, like Mom and I read a lot of books like by Grace Livingston Hill and all of them, there's a reason why in those old books, like pre-1940s, you never see them eating donuts for breakfast. They always eat it after dinner as a dessert after dinner. Well, because you need to let the donuts rise. So this is really not normally a breakfast food, okay? So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some of your dough and you're gonna sprinkle, look at my new canisters, aren't those cute? $4 at Big Lots this weekend. They had 20% off. I was so happy. So happy. Okay, so then you're gonna take, all right, Dave, thank you.
Yep.
And flour your counter, and you're gonna roll your donuts out. Now don't roll them too thin. You want them to be about 1/2 inch, okay? So that's pretty thick actually. For those of you who don't know, from the end of your finger to your first knuckle is 1 inch usually. So I just set my finger there and see if it's about halfway, okay? Then you're gonna take your cookie cutter. Now, Mike is gonna put a link to our Amazon store, but I've had these like 15 years and I just ordered a new set today because I was like, I need a new set. These all stack in together. So nice. Mine have gotten really messed up from being used so much, and I just got me a new set. But you're going to take a bigger cookie cutter and you're going to push for the outside donuts.
Aisha says, so happy to have finally caught you live. We're glad you're here.
Thanks. And then you're going to take your smaller one and you're going to go in here. So did you put the link, Mike?
For what?
For the cookie cutters.
Oh, I'm putting a link for cookie cutters. Okay.
It's in the description. It's in our Amazon store, so just put it on our Amazon store. So then you're going to take and...
it's in the Amazon store too?
Yeah.
Good.
And you're going to set these on a tray or your counter, whatever you want. A tray is just easier for me. And you're going to let these rise. Okay?
Oh,
and then you're going to just, oops, that one came apart. Then you're going to do that for all the donuts. All right, now, next. Okay.
in case you missed it, the recipe is on page 91 in the 20th anniversary edition and page 60 in the classic edition.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay, so now this is my frying oil. I keep it in a mason jar in the fridge and just reuse it. And I'm going to heat this up. Okay, I need just a little bit more. Now, I don't know if you could do these in an air fryer. You probably could. I don't know. But...
Oh, did you tell
Is
them
the tray piled?
Did you
Oh, oil.
tell them
Oh,
the
okay,
trick-
oil.
no, I don't oil the tray. What?
Did you tell them the trick about making these?
What's the trick about making these?
Now, if you're super lazy, you can go to the store and get some biscuits and then kind of hold them and fry them.
So the lazy version of this is on page 92 in Dining on a Dime cookbook
Or page
is
61 in the classic.
the refrigerator donuts. And what I do for those is I just get canned biscuits and I just punch a hole in each biscuit and fry each of those. Now, if you want filled donuts, you can just fry them whole and then take a piping bag with there's a long filling tip that you can get. It's like this big, and you can fill them with cream filling or jelly filling, whichever you want. So then we're gonna get our oil heating up here, okay? Then what you're doing is,
Whoa.
you let them rise for another hour, okay? There's our dog one. But these have been rising for about an hour, okay?
You're making
So
a
Tina
donut for
asked,
the dog?
what type of oil? Canola?
Yeah, I just do vegetable, just canola oil, soybean oil, whichever you want.
Vegetable? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just whichever is fine.
Something that won't like burn up when it gets too hot.
Yeah.
Other kinds of oil might not do well frying. So.
Well, and olive oil, you can use olive oil, but it doesn't fry very good, and it tastes
It changes the
weird,
flavor,
and-
right?
Yeah. You want to use a canola oil or soybean oil. Yeah. So, and these are donuts, guys. You're not going to get healthy with them. I'm sorry. I mean, it's a donut. You just can't do it. So, yeah. All right, now, while our oil is heating up, do we have any questions real quick while our oil is heating up?
Well, Angie says, hello, all. So glad to be catching you live. Woohoo, loving the cookbook. Janine says, hi, guys. Love your videos and your cookbook. Been trying so many of your recipes, and they have all been excellent.
Well, thank you.
Yay.
Yeah, we had a lady in Canada a couple of days ago email me and said that her grocery bill was $1,600. And after following Dining on a Dime and all of our recipes, she got it down to $600. That's a house payment.
Wow.
Can you believe that? That is so cool.
Pretty amazing.
Okay, so we're getting our oil heated up, and you want to get it to 3. Well, I don't say it on here, do I? I think it's 350.
Can you bake them in the oven?
You probably can, actually. I was debating right here if I should try testing baking those. Do you think I should? Oh, why not? We've got so many. Let's just give it a whirl here. Let's try and bake them and see what happens.
Since you're going to have a few extras.
Yeah, I've never baked them, but you probably could. Okay, so we're at 228. This thermometer, guys.
Thank you, Shell.
Shell, thanks.
Shell super chatted for 99 cents. Thank you.
We use this thermometer for everything. This is like the best thing I've ever gotten. I got it for my soap, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys want it for 40% off, go to homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. Can you put the link in there, please? And
sorry for this.
yeah, it's under the soap equipment, and I think I've got like 10 left. So if you guys want it 40% off, you can go there.
So I changed it to say find the digital thermometer here.
Good. Thank you.
Boom.
Okay, let's see. Where are we at?
Boom meaning it's in there now. How about the air fryer?
I don't know. That's what I was just saying. You could try the air fryer. I don't know. I've never used an air fryer. I need to get one, but after my Instant Pot debacle.
So Linda says, I tried to order a book and it said the coupon wasn't available. The Mother's Day coupon is all one word, Mother's Day. And I can go test it again to make sure, but it should be working.
We're getting
fine.
orders. It's working. Yeah.
But it's only, well, I was going to say it's only for the 20th anniversary edition, but that's the only one that's, the only Dining on a Dime that's for sale right now.
Yeah.
So.
We, also guys, if you're just joining us, I made a fresh batch of goat milk, oatmeal, and honey soap. 40% off, homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. And my new Dead sea salt scrub that I made. That's 40% off too. I was going to add this as a new item before I decided to close. So I just put, I think I've got 25 left. People have been ordering it like crazy. So that's all I've got left, and I'm not putting any more on there until I reopen up again. Oh, Vicky Lynn, thank you. $10 super chat.
Thank you, Vicky Lynn.
You guys are so nice. Thank you. That is so nice.
Some people might be confused because there's a different coupon code on the soap website than on the other website. So I've been sharing those separately from each other.
Yeah, sorry guys. I messed up. I shouldn't have closed the store this month. I should have waited till next month.
So Sharon is asking, might be a silly question, but would the digital thermometer work to check a child's temperature? It'd probably be off a little bit.
Not really.
It only does the surface temperature.
Here,
so
open your mouth. Let's see. Oh, actually it does work pretty good.
What does it say?
97. That's what your temperature usually is. Let's see.
So it's
99 is what your head is. Here, what's my head?
140.
Stop it.
It says 88.
Here.
Are you
It's
telling
reading
her
your
a
hair.
hothead?
No, I'm not going there. It's on your tongue on the outside here. Whoa, what's that in there?
Oh, stop.
93.
93. Okay, yeah.
The cool
it's
thing
probably
is you
not
can take
accurate.
temperature across the room. So you watch. I'll get Dave.
He's dead.
84, 85.
He's dead.
But that was his forehead.
Is
So.
that thermometer?
Okay, there we go.
Thermometer
Shoot,
is
now
So-
we got too hot.
So super chat, Lady of Hunting and Sin super chat is when you're commenting, there's a little $sign down there, and if you want, you can donate
On
any
YouTube.
amount of money you want on YouTube. Yes, she's on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it colors it into color like you see occasionally if you go through the things.
Yeah.
And sometimes people do that to get
Can you hand me a
seen more
couple paper
easily,
clips?
or just because they want to support the show. So,
Yes. Thank you.
but it's not required. So.
All right. Now, so because we were dinking around with the thermometer, I got it too
Here's
hot.
A couple paper clips.
So let me let it cool down just a bit here. Okay. Let me do a fork. Excuse me.
If you're Linda, that code is also on the sales page, so you can copy it and then paste it in on the coupon thing, and that'll work too. And then that helps reduce any problems.
Okay, then you gently pick them up, put it in the hot oil, and you want to leave space for them to float around, okay? So this is a 10-inch frying pan, and I only put in 4, okay?
So how long are the sales going on for? The book sale, the Mother's Day sale on Dining on a Dime with the free menus from Dining book that I don't see where it is. That sale is good until next Wednesday. And the soap sale, how long is that good?
Till April 30th or I sell out.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to flip it.
Grandma's so happy. The code for the soap to get 40% off is 40% sale, all pushed together as one word. And I'm sharing that occasionally. I'll share it again here.
Now, a more economical way to drain these would be to put paper towel down on a tray, but I ended up using all of my trays. So I'm using a paper plate. Okay.
Oh, and the 40% off on the soap. Sorry, on the soap supply sale,
yeah.
it's only for $30 or more order.
And that's $30 before the coupon. So that's like, what, $18 is all you have to spend? But I
Yeah.
needed to do a minimum because to ship one bar for like, $4, it's too much work for me to do. So, okay. So then you just fry them until they're golden like that.
Ooh,
Okay.
looks delicious.
Delicious.
Yep. Whoa.
Okay.
Will they freeze? I don't know.
These. No, but what you can do is put the dough in the refrigerator overnight before the last rising. And you can do that in the refrigerator, and then in the morning just roll them out and let them rise. Okay, now we're back down to the right temp. Here we go. one with the frying pan.
Oh my. Mari says, okay, I just ate. Oops, it went off the screen. I think she said a bag of mini donuts. Oops. Sorry, it went off the screen as I was about to read it.
Okay, so then we're going to make the frosting for these. And let me get my... Okay, so we're going to do a couple of different frostings here. The first one is with chocolate. Now, you can use chocolate chips or baking chocolate. I'm using this baking chocolate because I just need to use it up. So we're going to use this. Now with chocolate chips, you don't need to add any shortening, but with the baking chocolate, it helps to add just a bit of shortening so that you can get it to melt a little bit better.
I'll pick it up on the way to Tara's.
Okay, so I'm gonna melt this real quick here.
Sorry, sorry, I missed it. Are you making the glaze, the regular, like, glazed sugar glaze? Okay. So,
And chocolate.
So Tara is gonna do that donut.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making the chocolate first, and then I'll make the
lighter glaze.
The regular glaze.
So I'm gonna share. The 40% coupon on the soap is 40% sale, and I'm sharing that again. Actually, if you miss any of these codes, you can go to livingonadime.com and click show notes, and the codes for both sales are there. And actually, they're also on the store pages so if you go to homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com, it's on the page there. And at Living on a Dime, it's on the store page also.
Yeah.
So you can copy it and paste it.
If you guys want to know the temperature for your oil, it needs to be 350.
I'm going to reshare the donuts recipe link here. There are actually I think 3 donut recipes and 2 glaze recipes on this page. So I'm sharing that for you guys.
Second, let me get this going.
Oh, Sue is asking, you might have already answered it, but what temperature does the oil need to be?
350.
Wait, what are you microwaving?
The chocolate for the chocolate glaze.
Alright.
Can you make me just some regular powder?
No, I'm going to make you some maple because I love you.
Can you make me some regular powder?
Yes. Oh, Dave.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Okay, so for Dave's powdered sugar donuts, let me show you how we powder sugar them, okay?
Trademarked.
Yeah. So, you put some powdered sugar in a bag. Then you plop in your donuts. And then you just swish it around. Now, I just keep this powdered sugar in the bag, and then as we make donuts, I just reuse the powdered sugar and add a little bit more the next time.
So there are several people saying they're having trouble buying things on the soap store, but that's probably because of the
$30 minimum. Yeah.
Because one person was saying a thermometer and a soap. Would that be less than $30?
That let's see. That would be less than $30, yeah.
Is it a luxury set?
On the soap store, the orders have to be $30 or more for a logistic reason. I can't remember what it is. But
The logistic reason is shipping issues.
There's not a minimum on the bookstore at Living on a Dime.
Okay, now.
And if you have trouble ordering that, you can email us.
Yeah.
You could just send an email to editor@livingonadime.com.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely get that straightened out with you. Don't forget the ones in the oven, Martha says.
Yes. Okay, now I'm getting my next ones. My oil got a little cool.
Oh, that's nice. Lady of Huntington super chatted $22.99.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Man.
Appreciate that.
That was so nice of you guys. Yes. In just a second. Here, you want to try one now? Okay,
C says helps them. C says helps them pay off their house. LOL.
Open up Living on a Dime and go to the link. I can't remember how I said to make the chocolate glaze.
Oh, sorry. I have a direct link over here.
How do you ask nicely.
Can I please have a donut?
Ooh, I like
Yes.
that weird shaped one. Am I strange?
Not
So
that.
this is the chocolate glaze you said?
It's
So I'm looking at the post that's at the top of the front page of Living on a Dime with the donut recipes. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, the butter.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
that's right.
This one looks really cool. It's the
Okay.
most bizarre. I like
All
the
right.
weird donuts.
Now I'm going to add my butter, so it's equal parts butter and chocolate. Okay. So for the chocolate one.
Marie says, "Yum, donuts, the original whole food."
Exactly.
Tastes good.
Because
Okay.
it's a whole food.
Now the heat from the chocolate will melt your butter. Okay.
Do we have a blizzard here? Yes, we do.
Tastes
Wow.
really good.
It looks like we've got,
Tastes really good.
It's super soft.
so far we only have about 3 inches of snow on the ground, maybe 4. But they're predicting, I think, 6 to 8 for us and more than 12 in some places in the Denver area.
Okay, the ones in the oven are almost done. I don't know if they'll turn out quite as well, but okay. Getting this melted here.
The donuts are disappearing. Yes, Marie. Everybody wants to come here for the donuts, and so the kids eat them all. I don't know. The kids like to. Oh, here's Ellie. No, you can come. That was Ellie's hand reaching over
You
for
want
a
a
donut.
chocolate?
Aw, Lady Huntington says, absolutely a pleasure.
Oh, thanks.
Patricia missed 40 minutes, but you know what? You can go back anytime and watch the other part. I think
Yeah.
you can still go back while it's live.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow we're having a special show at 4:30 Mountain, 5:30 Central. We are doing a cook-off with Big Family Homestead. They are going live at 1 Central, noon Mountain. And they are making our Italian cream cake, which is only in the 20th anniversary edition, okay?
Did they choose that one, or did you tell them that one?
Well, we both decided just to do 2 cakes, and so those were about equal. And then we are making their coconut cake, or their carrot cake. We're making their carrot cake, and we are both giving away each other's cookbook. So I'm going to give away Big Family's cookbook, and Big Family is going to give away our cookbook, but you have to subscribe
We will check.
to the channel, guys. So please go subscribe. So tomorrow okay, Ellie,
Ellie Linda says hi.
here it is, Ellie, if you want it. So go check out our cook-off tomorrow, guys. Big Family at 1 Central and noon Mountain.
Tamar says, that looks
Here, hold
like
on.
my house. Make donuts and all you see is hands. Yes. Oh, if you're for the special show tomorrow, for us and for Big Family Homestead, there are too many details for me to put in the comments. So if you go to livingonadime.com and click show notes, all the information about that special show is there.
Yep, Big Family Homestead on YouTube. That's who they are, Brad and Krista. Okay.
Ooh, can you? I wonder if you could make these without holes and put jam in them.
Yes, you can. That's what I was
Ooh.
saying earlier.
Oh, okay. Triggered me
Yep.
to think of that. Amy T said, looking forward to getting some jam-filled sugar donuts on the weekend at the Melbourne markets. Ooh, are you going on your special trip then at that time, Amy?
Amy T or Amy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
2-second rule.
Okay.
What kind of chocolate are you using? Chocolate chips or frosting?
I am using chocolate chips. Now, if you want to make it super easy, okay, just a second.
I am sharing the recipe in the comments, and it's also in a post at the top of our website on livingonadime.com.
Yep. So chocolate chips and butter is how you make the chocolate glaze. Now, if you want to make a white glaze, you'll take your powdered sugar and, oops, Dave, can you grab me a little bowl? and your melted butter.
Christine, we will be on Facebook also, but Big Family Homestead is only on YouTube.
Yeah, for their live show. I mean, they have a Facebook page, but they don't go live on it.
But I have the information about where to find them is at livingonadime.com and click show notes.
Yep. Okay, so to make a regular glaze, all you do is you take your powdered sugar and a little bit of vanilla and milk, the recipes at livingonadime.com, and your butter, and then you just whisk it all together. Make a thin glaze. That's about perfect. That's about what you want right there, okay? Then take your warm donut.
It smells so good, guys.
Really warm donut. Oh, really warm donut.
Tara's Donut Shop.
Dip it in the glaze. There you go.
Wow, that's impressive looking.
So we'll do a couple here. Do a couple of baby donuts. Now, Dave loves maple. So if you want to do maple, then you make just a thicker glaze. So I'm adding a little bit more powdered sugar and just some maple syrup. And it's going to be more like a frosting instead of a glaze, okay? So a glaze is really runny. A frosting is thicker, okay? So I'm getting that mixed in. That's a little too thick, so I'm going to add just a little bit more syrup. There we go. Okay. Let's see what it tastes like. Does it taste delicious?
Yummy glaze. Yes, Judy.
Yum. Okay. So then, just dip it in like this, and you've got your maple frosted. Ah! Hot. Oh dear.
Oh, sorry.
That one fell apart.
Maybe
Oh,
I should
dear.
pull up the towel from the camera.
Grandma So Happy Homestead says, when my grandkids come over, they always ask, what can we make? And they love donuts, and we have your cookbook. Everything my granddaughters have made here out of your cookbook, they love, and we do too.
Yay.
Woohoo!
All right. So, that, guys, is how you make homemade donuts. Okay, here you go. Mike's going to try the chocolate. Who has the best wife cook in the world?
Me? I love them when they're hot too.
So,
Thank you. See, you're right. She says, eat one. You deserve it. Yes. Man, those are delish.
thank you.
I've never had them with chocolate before. Actually, we usually make the refrigerator ones because they're
Quick and easy.
like 10 minutes. But wow, yum.
I don't usually make homemade donuts, but you know, this is one of those things where we're cooking through the book, and these are basic recipes that everyone just needs to know. Here,
I was gonna try the glazed one now.
is it really hot?
It was hot.
There you go.
Is that maple glaze?
Here, you need to try it. You need to try a regular glaze to see.
Hold on, I have to.
Cleanse the palate.
Yes, yes.
Pretty good. That's funny.
She would give me those more often because I talk less. Yum, those are delish.
And like I said, if you guys want to do one where you don't have to raise, I have a really good spice donut on Living on a Diet. Oh, I forgot them!
I keep
Oh, now they're bagels.
Another bagels.
Shoot. Well,
Are they bagels?
yeah.
You want me to try one and see? It's a bit hot.
Oh, well. Yeah, you can probably bake them.
Still soft in the middle.
Still nice and donut-y.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. You can't try it, can you? Mm-mm. Here, let me see.
It's all right.
I'm gonna put a little.
This is
Ooh,
maple.
which topping do I put on there? The maple was actually really good. I like chocolate, but for some reason the maple just hit the mark today. Ouch, that's hot.
Do they taste donut-y baked?
Baked, they're a little more cakey,
Okay.
but they're good.
Yeah.
Nice thing about donut holes is I can have 4 of them and it's like one donut.
My favorite thing in the world is donut holes. I love donut holes. I like just popping the whole thing in my mouth and eating it all at once.
She says, oh, I bet they're still good. I do this all the time, and when I forget stuff cooking, actually they are still good.
Yeah.
Where are the bolognese?
So if
They
you want to
were-
know how to make donuts from scratch,
Donut holes?
this is a great one. Yep, I got donut holes. There's a glaze.
Where are these the bagels?
Tammy, we are still live on Facebook too.
Bagels.
No,
these?
Tracy, thankfully
These
they
are-
weren't charcoal.
These are maple.
But it was hot, you're right.
These are glazed. And then
Sue
chocolate.
says the oven ones might be New Orleans blackened donuts. That's what I'm going to say. Except we didn't let them go quite that
Okay,
long.
let everybody see if they're delicious.
What temperature did you have the oven set on?
350.
Cream cheese, please. Oh, yes. Oh.
Oh, that would be really good.
Is this dark chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't really like dark
You
chocolate.
don't like
Sorry.
dark chocolate. It's
Well,
a dark
I would
chocolate.
eat it, but I have a
Dad'll
donut
eat
here ready
that
to
one.
finish.
How about just a glass donut?
Go for it.
Glazed. Glazed. Glazed.
Yeah. Yeah, dinner is going to be donuts tonight, I think.
Well, oh no.
What is the serving size for the donuts? Ask Jill. Well, I would say probably
Probably
about 1/5 of this is one serving.
1/5 of a donut.
That way you can say it's only 100 calories.
Servings per donut, 5.
Servings per donut, 5.
That's my story.
That-
So I don't know if anyone has ever
That
wanted...
actually makes no sense. Really.
Why?
Because there are 5 servings of a donut.
Oh.
Jack looked like, oh no.
He doesn't like dark chocolate. I'm sorry. I forgot to warn you it was dark chocolate. So has anybody ever wanted to know how to make donuts? I don't know. I always thought it was cool just because I like thinking, okay, how do I make this? You know, how do I make
I'm just finding
whatever?
biscuit
And
donuts
so
for now.
that's why
That was funny. They're bagels now.
they're bagels now.
I love that comment.
I do that all the time. I just, when something goes wrong, I just change the name and then it's right.
Oh, Mary Beth says, I love your drinking glass. It is really pretty.
Oh, thank you. I got that at the thrift store for 50 cents.
Are you going to post the recipe? Yes, Vinna. It's on. It's actually in both versions of Dining on a Dime. And if you don't have Dining on a Dime, it's also on a post on the front page of livingonadime.com. And if you're watching this later, you can search in our search bar just donuts, and it'll come right up in the search. Mm-hmm. So yay! And actually, this donut recipe is on there, and then there's one that uses those refrigerator biscuits on there as well. So if you're short for time or whatever.
And one that's not a raised one also.
And a cake one, and a couple of glazed recipes too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing on the the ones, the refrigerator biscuit ones, is our kids can make those. I mean, I wouldn't let young kids do it. Just you'd have to make sure that they would be okay with cooking because it is hot oil. But
Yeah.
like Dave, he makes them.
I haven't.
All right, load up Monday's show and get a YouTube randomizer. Thank you, Jamie. So I forgot to give away Dining on a Dime on Monday's show from Friday's show. So I did a spontaneous giveaway.
Monday's show.
And so we're going to do the giveaway right now. And if you're watching this, we'll do another giveaway on tomorrow's show. So leave a comment after the show is done, after, and it's posted on YouTube.
The Graham
Then
Crackers show.
do a comment.
Oh wait, so that was this one, but the one
Yep.
I'm loading now is this one.
Yep.
Okay.
So just grab the link and put it in a YouTube comment randomizer.
Oh.
There.
Oh, you're pointing. Is that on here somewhere?
No.
I
Just
go
was showing you the
Google
link.
one. Okay. Where do I look for the YouTube
Just do
comment?
YouTube comment randomizer.
Oh.
Picker. Yeah, that's fine.
Dun dun dun.
That's good. All right, so here we go. We're putting it
Powdered
in.
sugar all over the computer. Okay, YouTube video URL.
Very
Yes,
good.
we are
Okay, here
with-
we go.
Dun, clicking it now.
Go.
Looking away. Oh,
Why are you looking away? It's a
I don't know.
randomizer.
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it doing it?
did you click
I
on
clicked it, but
Click
it
on
didn't.
it again. Yeah. Okay.
Where does it go?
What? What happened?
Does it not
Oh,
work?
go
when you're-
down. Okay, keep going, keep going. Start.
Ah. Dun 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 dun. Names flying past on the screen. Dun dun. The winner, Gabby Hernandez. All right.
Yay! Gabby won! So, Gabby, email me, editor@livingonadime.com with your mailing address. You won the book. And guys, after the show is over, go comment and tell me if you think Big Family's going to win or if we're going to win the cook-off. I know we're going to win.
We're
I know.
So, so how is it that the winning is determined? We just
Brad and I never figured that out.
Why don't you guys make a straw?
because I was going to say, what if we?
Just make a straw poll at the end of your
I mean,
things. and
what
then
if
fucking
what
go
if
to
I
the
just
poll
have to
and
decide who the winner is?
Well, then you
That
would
means
pick the best.
what that means is I would have to go to Wisconsin, Brad, and try the one that you made, and then come back here. Maybe we could do a simulcast. Would be
There you go.
awesome.
That'd be hilarious. So in case you guys are wondering what that's about, tomorrow night at 4:30 Mountain, 5:30 Central, we are cooking Big Family Homestead's carrot cake out of their cookbook. At 1 p.m. Central, noon Mountain tomorrow, Big Family Homestead is going live and cooking our Italian cream cake. And we are going to both do a giveaway. You have to be subscribed to our channels. So go subscribe to Big Family Homestead. And if you're not subscribed to us, subscribe to us. They are giving away our cookbook and we are giving away their e-cookbook.
Betty says, sorry it came in late, but I will watch the replay and you're going to win the cook-off. If you're like, by the way, if any of you are like me and you get confused about all the times and the time zones and everything, go to livingonadime.com and click show notes, and it's spelled out there in writing so that you won't miss it. Our show is at the normal time, so that's pretty easy to remember. Brad and Krista at Big Family Homestead, their show is at 1 o'clock Central, which is noon here. But like I said, go to livingonadime.com, click show notes, and it's clear there. So yay. You want me to see what we have in terms of comments? Tara, thank you, Tara. Love you both. Yay. Thank you, Tara. Wanted to know how to make donuts. See you demonstrate helps me not feel daunted.
Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, it was hard for me because I had to make 3 different batches for the show, but it's really not hard. You just have to wait for it to rise in between each. So,
Wow, Gabby Lotta, congratulations for you. Please send me some donuts by FedEx. I'm so jealous.
scroll back
Thank you,
up. There was
Life.
somebody that had a question.
This way? Over here?
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It was in capitals. Keep going. Well, that's weird. Okay, maybe.
Do we still have
we lost it, I guess.
Do we still have copies of the original classic
No.
for sale? We don't have any for sale.
sold out.
And yeah, we pretty much don't have any.
Yeah, we sold out. What do you mean we pretty much? We don't
Well,
have
we
any.
saved a few for the kids. I don't know if they would appreciate it if we sold
Pamela, I asked
that.
if you can fry them in coconut oil. Yeah, you can. If you want.
Does coconut oil do okay when you heat it up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some people want to use kind of exotic oils,
Yeah.
and some of those exotic oils will burst into flames
Yeah.
if they get up to a hot
Yeah.
temperature.
Only thing, I wouldn't do them in olive oil because olive oil doesn't do good for frying, but you could do anything else.
The glaze
yeah,
recipe.
this is not a gluten-free recipe. Nope.
And the glaze recipes are not in the cookbook, right?
No, the glaze recipe, well, yeah, you could just use the buttercream frosting and just add a little bit more milk.
That would be amazing. But we do have the glaze recipes on a post on our website at livingonadime.com. Right now it's at the top of the website, but if you're watching this later, you can just search donuts, and that recipe has both glaze recipes.
And for our Mother's Day sale for Dining on a Dime, 25% off, and a free Menus on a Dime. I don't know where it went. A free Menus on a Dime, a little booklet to go with it. The code is Mother's Day. Make sure there's no spaces and it's all together one word. For my soap and soap making supplies, for closing my store, it's 40% off. HomemadeSoapMakingSupplies.com. 40% sale is the code, and a minimum of $30 order before the discount. So it's $30 before the discount. So that means it's like 18 or I don't know, 20 bucks, something like that. Like $20 after the discount is what you would spend, but it's $30. And I had to do that just for shipping reasons. It just makes shipping just a lot easier for me. So,
and for, I forgot who asked, Lysandra. Yes, it is in both versions of the cookbook, the donut recipe. So in the 20th anniversary, it's on page 91, and in the classic, it's on page 60.
And we do have an index, guys.
There's an index. There's an index in both of them, so that's helpful too if we happen to not announce on the air. So it's a little hard since we have both versions.
Yes.
So, all right, let's see. See if there's anything Tracy, I ordered my book Waiting Patiently. Woohoo! Yay!
I got to meet one of our viewers today at the post office. You know the lady that saw you at Golden Corral?
Yes, what's her name?
She was oh shoot. I don't know how you say it. It's like let's see. She called me because I slept in for a change. And I didn't wake up until crazy late, and she called and she's like, "Oh, I'm at the post office." Oh my goodness, I wish my phone would stop ringing.
She's going through all that. It is Aisha.
Aisha, is that how you say it?
I think so.
She was really super nice. So
awesome.
I told her if we get together here in Colorado, she's going to have to come. So
that would be awesome.
Anyway.
Nancy wants to know, what did you use to keep your bowl from flinging off the counter? Did you stick the little
I have
pad
a
underneath?
no-stick. This is just a shelf liner, non-slide shelf liner or rug, no-slip rug thing, and I just cut it up and put it under my bowl.
Oh, Unicorn Queen bought a 3-pound chicken, fed a family of 5 for 3 days. I love you all.
Yay!
Oh,
that's great.
Willa, I love my cookbook. Thanks for all you do. I'm learning so much, and I've been married 44 years.
Yay! Oh, that's great. All right, guys, the recipe is at livingonadime.com if you don't have our books. Otherwise, it is in our cookbook on page 91, Dining on a Dime, 20th Anniversary Edition. Oops, I got soap on there. Please come back tomorrow at 4:30 Mountain and watch us with our cook-off. Please go to Big Family Homestead at 1 p.m. Central or noon Mountain and watch them cook our Italian cream cake, which is only in the 20th anniversary. It's a more expensive recipe, and it's a little more involved in making it, but oh my goodness. Once you eat that, you'll never want to eat another cake in your life. It's so delicious. Oh, it's delicious. Okay.
We have a few last minute questions. Well, first, Smile Oil says, now I'm salivating because I want your donuts.
Good.
Donna, in the regular glaze, could you add lemon?
Yeah.
Yes. Baker Mom, closing your store?
Closing my soap store, yes. I'm taking a break for the summer and deciding if I'm going to make it permanent or not. So I'm just selling everything. Then if I decide to come back in the fall, I'll just reorder stuff. But I'm just trying to get out of all my stock in case I decide not to reopen. Then I won't have stock that I need to get rid of. So would you stop?
Stephanie, can you use this recipe to make buttermilk bars? I don't know what buttermilk bars are.
I have no idea what buttermilk bars are. I don't know.
You can make like donut sticks or something like that, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Okay, so guys. Dining on a Dime cookbook. livingonadime.com. Click on the store. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please give us a great big thumbs up, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
It's been great having you. Find out how much snow we have.
Did you hit stop?
This is the part where we have to. This is the part where you have to stop.